Today we are going to be talking about Katy, Texas. Hi, my name is Jordan Schlacey, broker owner of Joe & Co. And here at Joe & Co, our goal isn't just to be your realtor, but to be your resource. Today we are going to be focusing on a blog post over on our website called Katy, Texas. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is one of our many resources here at Joe & Co. So on the left side of the screen, you can see the Joe & Co website. It is blog driven, it is blog supported. So there are over 1,000 blog posts over here. And today we are going to be talking about the one simply titled Katy, Texas. So you can search on our website using this little search parameter button thing, magnifying glass, or you can use one of these buttons for a city or suburb, or you even have all these different categories down here. So we will click on the Katy, Texas post, and that will load this right here. So this is going to be your one-stop shop for anything Katy that you want to know. This is obviously the blog, and we also have the YouTube channel, which is probably where you're watching this video. The very first link I want to share with you is going to be our first visit link. So this is one of my favorite new resources that we have put together for you here over at Joe & Co. So this is what I would do if I were visiting Katy, Texas for the very first time. So we have it broken down in a couple different categories. The very first one is going to be restaurants. So I picked 5 of the best restaurants in Katy, Texas. So you have Texas Tradition, Antonia's, you have Fursos, I can't say it. It's Mexican food. Then you have the Oaks, super trendy American food, and you have this sushi lounge. I am obviously horrible at pronunciation, but Kukai, I don't know, someone's going to have to correct me. I'm sure it will be in the comments down below. Good old YouTube. And then we have a handful of food trucks. So you have the Traveling Carrot, which is vegan. You have Tacalora's food truck. I probably should just not put things in the blog so that I can't read. And that is going to be Mexican food as well. And then you have the Taste of Mediterranean. This is a really good place with really good prices and gyros, kebabs, tons of mini Mediterranean and vegetarian options. You have this Taqueria Caminita. It's just let's make fun of Jordan Day. And Big in Barbecue and Big Inns Barbecue and Crawfish. Everyone here in Texas loves crawfish, so if you've never tried crawfish, you definitely should try it at least once. Venetia, so this is Chinese style takeout. I believe that's Venezuelan food and barbecue. So tons of really good food truck options and restaurant options. So our next category is going to be places to experience. So you have the Alamo Draft House, and so that's a movie theater where you can dine as well. And they also have a bar with really neat cocktails. And then you have La Cantera. So La Cantera is probably my favorite place in Katy because they have outdoor community space. They have they have events, they have outdoor movie nights. I love the event calendar for La Cantera. It's super neat. And then the next on the list is the Katy Heritage Museum, and you can see we have a couple typos. And then you have the Tilt Studio, and then you have Andretti, which is like a go-kart type place. It's really, really neat. And next is going to be our things to do blog post. And there's also Katy Market Day, so that's really neat as well. So things to do blog post is going to cover a couple of the things we just went over and the parks. I'm trying to think if the parks are on. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to have to make an edit, but by the time you get to this, it's going to have the edit. So I talk about this quite often of how much I love to spend time outdoors and how much I love to spend time with my family. And I think having really unique and fun and beautiful outdoor spaces is really key. So breath of fresh air type of thing. You have the Willow Fork Park. So this is 32 acres, tons of green space, tons of trees. This is a boardwalk. It's very modern, very updated, disc golf, picnic area. They even have Wi-Fi. Like I've never been to a park with Wi-Fi before. Like, I think that's really cool. Solar powered lighting and educational signs throughout the park talking about the trees and different things like that. So that's Willow Fork Park. That's probably the newest park in Katy. And then you have Mary Jo Peckham. So Mary Jo Peckham is right next to Katy City Park. Mary Jo Peckham is probably my kids' favorite park. There's a pond for fishing, tons of different playgrounds. I love how long the loop is around the lake. So that's really neat. Katy City Park, and with trails as well, and you can feed the ducks. And then you have the Brickendorf Family Park. So this is a small park, but still a really neat one. And then Calgary Park is neat as well with playgrounds. So the coolest thing about Katy is that there are also tons of pocket parks and neighborhood parks. Katy, maybe the Woodlands too, but Katy probably has the best parks in all of Houston. I really enjoy the parks in Katy, and then definitely love the parks in the Woodlands as well. And then Cypress and Bridgeland has a handful. Oh, Town Lake, you can't forget Town Lake. But yeah, so Houston is definitely known for having really good parks and outdoor space and tons of trees. I love the trees here in Houston. So the next on this list is going to be neighborhoods to check out. So if you're coming here for the first time and you just want to experience what a community is like here, a master plan community maybe, this is going to be the list for you. So you have Cane Island, and we've broken it down by price point, how big the lots might be, and the amenities. So you can definitely take a check or look at, well, I can't talk today. You can look at this blog post to see what the amenities are. So Katy Island has an event center, a cafe, multiple pools, splash pads, fitness center, and walking trails and the lake as well. You have Canyon Lakes at Cardiff Ranch, 13-acre lake. That sounds nice. And the Cinco Ranch is a very established area. It's probably the most popular area of Katy, but there's tons of new up-and-coming neighborhoods and some that are really close to being established at the same time. It's just Cinco Ranch is kind of the heart of Katy. That's where you're going to find your restaurants and your commercial and things like that. So the walkability in Katy is probably the best compared to all these other neighborhoods. You do have some that are right next to Cinco Ranch or inside of Cinco Ranch that are just as great. And then you have Ellison. So they also have a cafe, fitness center, resort style pool, the playground, a game room, and tons of trails as well. Firethorn is right there next to Cinco Ranch. Very nice as well. Similar amenities. You also have tennis courts and sports fields. And then you have Grand Lakes. I absolutely love Grand Lakes. It's one of my first neighborhoods. I got to drive around and fall in love with. There's a house on the corner with a tire swing, and I just can't get that image out of my mind. I've had a swing in my front yard before. I've never had a tire swing. I think that's really cool though. This house, the tree will not. I don't think my tree will support a swing, but how cool would that be? And then you have Katy Lakes, Kellywood, very established area, Lakes of Katy, Lilac Bend, Wood Creek Reserve is insanely popular. If you're on this blog post, you can see the asterisks and you'll be able to figure out which ones are the best. One cool thing about this blog post is you can click on the links that say homes for sale, and it's going to show you homes in that neighborhood that are for sale. Wood Creek Reserve. So there are not very many homes for sale in Wood Creek Reserve right now. I didn't expect that. Marshall Oaks, Tamaron is amazing, master planned as well. Trails of Katy, Grayson Lake, Seven Meadows, established and really nice. Remington Trails, I could go on, but I'm probably going to bore you. So Katy probably has some of the most family-friendly, individual-friendly, like people in every walk of life friendly, just really friendly neighborhoods. I love the people. So I also am featuring 7 best bang for your buck neighborhoods. So this is where you're going to see that lower price per square foot and really get some value in your home if you're looking for a larger home. Most popular new construction, and then I have a link for open houses. So that blog post there is for your first visit. And then I do talk about the 5 most popular award-winning master plan communities in Katy: Cinco Ranch, Cross Creek Ranch, Cane Island, Firethorn, and Tamaron. And then I link to the relocation guide, so I'm going to show that to y'all. And if you haven't seen any of our relocation guides before, this is a really good one-stop shop place to learn about Katy or any specific or any any neighborhood we wrote an ebook on. So I'm going to open that to show y'all the list of all the ebooks, relocation guides. But this is really cool because if you're trying to compare all the different neighborhoods and you need a jumping off point, this is a really good jumping off point if you're debating which neighborhood. So how to move to Texas, why you should live in the Houston suburbs, those are going to be videos on the YouTube channel, and then you have blog posts woven throughout this relocation guide as well. So steps to moving to Texas, how do property taxes work. We have our Katy, Texas YouTube playlist, 10 things you didn't know about Katy, best neighborhoods in Katy, what I love about Katy, and also what I hate about Katy. The traffic does bother me a little bit. If you are comparing two different neighborhoods, there's a link for that. I have a ton of versus series, 10 things you didn't know about. Download the ebook, search our blog post. I showed y'all how to do that. If you are thinking you want to ask me questions, there is a link down below called schedule a call. So definitely schedule a call with me or send me an email, and that's featured on this page. And I'm going to show you the ebooks real quick. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So I have here at the top all of my original blog posts. My favorite one is the best neighborhoods to let kids be kids. If it is an it neighborhood, like an it neighborhood, it's going to be on that list. So if you have no idea where you want to live in Houston, that is going to be the blog post for you, or ebook, I mean. And then we have brand new ebooks that we made at the end of 2021, so you have to check those out. And then all of the relocation guides are linked down there as well. And we have a link that shows you all of the blog posts I've ever written about Katy, so that's going to be a really good starting point. And then if you're interested in new construction, I'm going to show that to y'all as well. We've gone over a handful of the neighborhoods already, but this is a longer blog post so you can see all the reasons why you would want each particular neighborhood when we talk about amenities, price, and so on and so forth. So that is a really good starting point for you as well. And then I can't remember if this is a blog post or a YouTube video. So this is a blog post. This talks about the pros and cons of living in Katy, so that would be a really good starting point as well. But Katy, Texas is just one of the amazing neighborhoods, communities, suburbs of Houston. So if you are looking to relocate and you need to talk to someone, I would love to be your realtor. I would love to be your resource. My name is Jordan Schlacey, broker owner of Joe & Co. In a second, you're going to see a couple videos pop up here. Those YouTube thinks you should watch them, so please pick one of those and watch them. If you look down below, that's where you're going to see all of the links, so scheduling a call with me. I really, really mean it when I tell you I want to be your resource, and so I hope you reach out to me. It really is my goal to make sure you plant your roots in the right soil. I don't want you to have any regret, so I can help you weigh all of your options, listen to your needs, and give you some suggestions on which neighborhood would be best for you. If you're looking to learn more about Katy, you can click on my face down below or my name, and that's going to take you over to the YouTube channel, and then you can click on the Katy playlist. I wanted to show you a map of Katy real quick to just give a little bit extra. So Katy is kind of broken up into 4 quadrants. So you have this northwest corner of Katy, and that is going to be not just the original portion of Katy. So you can see this outline here. That's the city of Katy. This is the original Katy, Texas, right here. And you're going to find the original Katy High School, Katy Elementary School. There are really good churches, really good parks. You can see Mary Jo Peckham and Katy Park. This is the heart of Katy, or at least the original heart of Katy. Now you have tons of brand new construction that surrounds this portion of Katy. The only negative thing about being out here is you have a higher than normal tax rate. So you definitely have to be prepared for higher property taxes if you're living in the new areas of Katy. So the reason why is you have to support that infrastructure, the mud and sewer system, or water and sewer system, and what that is the MUD, so the municipal utility district. So over time that will be paid down, but Katy does have the highest property tax rates in all of Houston, I believe. So that's the assumption I've made when I'm comparing all the different areas. So you have this portion, that's the new and old portion. And then you come down below. So Cinco Ranch falls on both sides of Grand Parkway 99. So Grand Parkway 99 cuts Cinco Ranch in half. Most of it and the really nice areas of Cinco Ranch are going to be on the west side of Grand Parkway 99. And then you have the original parts of Cinco Ranch on the east side. So you have Cinco Ranch, Kellywood, and Nottingham over there. Those are all really popular, really established neighborhoods, and you have good schools all throughout Katy. Now, there is some, it's not called Katy, but they're all different cities, Richmond and Fulshire, that fall on the southern half of Katy, and those are all going to be really popular, and you're going to find new construction options down there as well. As you go down 99, you're going to find really amazing neighborhoods. You have Aliana and you have Harvest Green. Those are the two most popular neighborhoods down there, but you have neighborhoods outside of even farther west of Katy. You have Cross Creek Ranch. That's probably my favorite. You have Tamaron and Jordan Ranch. So many different options. Now, the last portion of Katy is going to be this northeast portion of Katy. It's actually Cypress ISD, but it is technically Katy, Texas. The ratings of some of the schools up here are not as good, so I definitely recommend if you have children that you check on the ratings. A really good website to look at ratings is going to be HAR. So HAR is our Houston MLS, our Houston database. That's the #1 website I recommend looking for houses. Or I also recommend my website. So I have my search.by Joe & Co website. But you can find a house you love, scroll down, look at the schools. You're going to see the ratings. You're going to see the percentage economically disadvantaged. That's the #1 parameter I look at when I'm looking at schools or a new area. I just scroll down, click on the elementary school, and then I look at the percentage economically disadvantaged. So, I know people want really high-rated schools, so I definitely am on board with how important that is. So, Katy, Texas, Jordan Shalacy, if you need a real estate agent and a resource, I hope you reach out to me. Please schedule a call and click on one of the videos. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.